Superman, Spider-Man, The Flash, The Incredible Hulk. You might think of these larger-than-life characters from their record-breaking blockbusters in the last few years, but their original form, the physical comic book, continues to marvel generations of readers. Sean Cousino is the owner of Rogues Gallery Comics in downtown Windsor. He says his connection to the craft is deeply rooted in his childhood, helping him get into reading.
I've been reading comic books since I could read. In fact, comic books are the reason I went to novels as a kid. And books they just felt heavy and daunting to me as a child.
Cousino says comics are an accessible form of literature for those who aren't keen on traditional books.
The art with the story together, unlike a novel, kind of quite literally paints the picture for you. But then comic books are much like TV used to be in the 80s and 90s. Every issue is a cliffhanger.
Countrywide, Canada has seen some alarming statistics surrounding childhood literacy. The Canadian Children's Literacy Foundation estimates between 500,000 and a million Canadian children from 0 to 15 years of age have weak literacy skills. Additionally, they report that average reading performance in Canada declined between 2000 and 2018. These youth with reading difficulties are more likely to show higher rates of unemployment, poor health, and other negative outcomes. A local libraries consultant says comics and graphic novels are an effective way to get kids reading.
When a person is trying to interpret a visual image, and especially if it's provocative, if it's beautiful, if it's complicated in some way, and it's juxtaposed to text on the page, I think it's engaging different parts of the brain at the same time, and that's always good.
Stu Isho began reading comics in college and says comics have a strong ability to connect with readers.
By having more like niche storylines, or because it's more skill production, anyone can sort of express the voice in comic books, and it's easier for different readers to find someone who matches their voice, who can create stories that are more relatable.
Rogues Gallery Comics is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Cousino says it's proof of the timeless appeal comics still have.
You know, I thought after 20 years that I might be a little out of love with the medium. I love it more every day.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because comics are cool.
Justin Escoto, CBC News, Windsor.